Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is really exciting. It's my first ever favorites video. So these are all my favorites from the month of May, and I've got quite a few for you, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'll first start out with all of my beauty favorites of the month, and then I'll move on to a few fashion favorites and some other more lifestyle favorites. But my first favorite I have is my base. So this is the Chanel Le Base foundation. So this came out in the month of April, and I was anticipating this foundation arriving in the United States for so long. I'd seen so many British beauty bloggers and YouTube girls talk about this foundation, and I just couldn't believe that I couldn't get my hands on it when they were raving about it. So immediately when it arrived, I ordered it online and guessed my color. I got the color N20, which is a perfect match, and I absolutely love it. The formula of this foundation is like beautifully creamy and has perfect coverage. It's like the perfect medium coverage that's very perfecting. So it's definitely my go-to foundation for any events. Like, it's a perfect work foundation if you enjoy like something a little bit fuller coverage than something like a tinted moisturizer or like, I don't know, the L'Oreal Cushion foundation. Like, this is definitely a step above that, but it's not cakey at all, and it's so perfecting. It's comfortable on the skin. I don't ever experience crazy oiliness or any kind of dryness. So I've noticed that it also has a beautiful kind of glow that's not scary if you're oily like me. It's just an overall such a beautiful foundation. It's definitely been my go-to for any kind of events or any instances where I felt like I had to take my base up to the next level. So I highly recommend this, and I've been so happy with it. So the next thing on my little favorites list is this Naked Basics 2 palette. I know this is such an oldie but a goodie product. So I love this product for anywhere from any natural kind of eye looks to glam eye looks. I just feel like it's so incredibly versatile. It starts, so this is the second one. I prefer the second one to the first one. This one's a little more cool, but it's still very neutral toned. So my favorite colors, and the ones I probably use the most often, are Skimp, which is this beautiful kind of yellowy tone, but very lightly yellowy toned highlighter. Then Stark, which is this very nude skin tone transition shade, which is very kind of similar to like a MAC Soft Brown. It's just a perfect throw in the crease to help blend out all the other eye shades, color. So I use this all the time. The next color I love is Frisk. And so those are my three most used colors, probably because they're super light, and I just love grabbing this palette for an easy daytime look with like a bold lip like I'm doing today. Or you can work into all these darker colors if you want something really neutral but more dramatic. Also, this Undone dark shade is so beautiful as a liner on the lash line. Just overall, you can mix this with bright colors, to kind of like add some depth in the crease. It's just such an incredible palette, and I've been using this non-stop recently. So if you haven't picked this up, it's like $30, and I highly recommend grabbing this. Okay, so the next thing on my list is another kind of jumped on the bandwagon late kind of product. So this is the Balm Luminizer Sisters palette. So I've heard for years people rave about Mary Luminizer and Cindy Luminizer and Betty Luminizer and all of those, the Balm luminizing like cheek colors, but I'd never, like splashed out and bought them. So when I saw that they have a trio palette that you can try all of the colors, I was immediately sold. What is kind of weird about this is you can't buy it on the Balm's website, so I picked this up on Amazon, but it was the same price. I think it was actually a little bit discounted on Amazon, but I've been so in love with this. I think this Mary Luminizer shade is like a go-to highlight. It's definitely bold. It's not quite as in your face as like a Becca highlighter, but it's right up there. So this is like a champagne-y, a little more like a light gold champagne color, which is just a no-brainer for any look. Any look you can rock this highlight with. It's so versatile. And then with Cindy Luminizer, it's so pretty to kind of like top off your blush and like hit the tops of your cheekbones too. I love wearing this with like a pinky lip and a pinky blush. Also not quite as versatile as this one on my like more warm skin tone, but it's still really beautiful. So the next one is Betty Luminizer, which I haven't gotten too much use out of this. Definitely my favorite, like what makes this palette a favorite for me are these two, especially Sydney Luminizer. But this would be beautiful maybe if I had a little more color, so I can totally see myself rocking this with a deep summer tan. Also, it's beautiful on the eyes, so I have worn this one on the eyes as a shadow, which is gorgeous. But overall, this palette is such a great bang for your buck. I think it was like $30 maybe, and each of the individual products are $30 themselves, but when are you ever going to get through such a pigmented highlighter? So I think this was such a good choice to pick up, and I absolutely am so thrilled I did, and it's so great, and I've been totally embracing that strong bold highlight recently, so happy with this one. So the next two products I have are more kind of base related. So these are two concealers. These are the Rimmel Wake Me Up concealers, and these are a little bit harder to get your hands on in the United States. I did pick this up on a recent trip to Canada for a little vacation trip, but I think you can pick these up at possibly Walmart, possibly Walgreens. I'm not 100% sure. If I can find that, I'll link it down below. I'll also link it drugstore.com, link down below if they carry these. But these are two concealers. They are light coverage, which is generally not what I'm going for in a concealer, because I have pretty dark circles, so I'm like, cover them, please. Like, I'm a like layer concealer kind of girl. But these are definitely something I do layer. They're perfect for a no makeup look, or something that you don't want too much kind of like thick, bold, like obvious concealer under your eyes. If you don't have a dark circle problem, then these are so perfect for you. They're so illuminating, so brightening. I think when I'm wearing like very light makeup, they're perfect, just maybe with a little bit of correcting under the eyes. So this one's shade 2, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this one's shade 245 light. So it has a pinkier undertone, so I'll tap like 2 dots under my eyes, and since it's so kind of peachy pinky, I'll like use it to correct my blue and kind of purple tones under the eyes, and then I'll come back on top of it with this shade, which is very fair and like a V triangle to like brighten and illuminate. It's perfect as a highlighter around your face. So if you're using like a cream contour product, I'll like pop this on my jawline here to like clean up any like contour bronzer that's fallen too far below my cheekbone. It's great between the eyebrows, or like on your brow bone, or on the nose and on your chin. It's just such a versatile brightening concealer, and I'm absolutely in love with it. So if you can get your hands on these, definitely try them out. And also, Rimmel is a drugstore brand, so they're super affordable. So I've been so happy about these. So next we're moving on to blushes. So this is not a specific brand or a specific product. I've been just in the month of May in general, and a little bit in April, and I can still see it like carrying over into summer. Been obsessed with bright pink blushes. So I've got two examples of some favorites from me. So there's this one from the, let's see, this is the Hourglass Ambient Edit palette. So it's this bright pink one here, and this is the shade Luminous Flush. Been so obsessed with it. It's so brightening, and like you look so healthy and flushed, and I just love the look of these bright blushes on the cheeks recently, especially with some light makeup and bronzer with minimal contouring, you know, just something beautiful and minimalistic and just natural. I think these blushes are incredibly beautiful. So the next one I really like is from this NARS palette. So this NARS palette is a few years old, but I still get so much love and use out of it. But this bright pink shade here, I'm not sure the color because it's not mentioned on the back, but I'll definitely, if I can figure it out, leave it in the description box down below. But this color is also, it's like, I'm not usually a huge cool tone blush girl, unless it's winter. I love plummy blushes, but this one is absolutely beautiful for like a flush color on the cheeks. So it's, oops, this is broken, yeah, but so it's so beautiful on the cheeks, and I absolutely just love the brightness it gives, and I love the healthy glow overall. So been very excited about these bright cool tone blushes. So my last makeup product I have is this ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip in the shade Magic Wand. So I made a huge ColourPop order about a month and a half ago for a lot of shades. Most of them are definitely like wintry fall shades. I don't know why. I was like, I guess I was just really into this whole like, you know, Kylie lip idea, like nudie brownie mauve kind of shades. So I picked up a bunch of those colors. I think I picked up 7 colors, which is crazy. Like I usually don't go that crazy, but they're like think they're like $6 each, which is insane. So I picked up 3 of the satin and 4 of the matte shades. Definitely prefer the satin formula because it's creamy, but it still has the longevity of the matte lip colors. But this is in the shade Magic Wand, and it's this beautiful, let's see, like brownie, a little bit rosy nude color. It's right here. It's so smooth and gorgeous, and I just love throwing this on the lips for like a bold but still neutral lip look. It's been such a go-to for me recently, whether it's bold, you're going bold in the eyes, or going really just neutral on the eyes and just neutral on the face overall. It's been such a great color that I've just gravitated to over and over and over again, and the formula is just outstanding. Like, it's so creamy, but it's got such incredible lasting power. Like, it's gonna stay there all day. It will transfer, so if you like drink a glass of water, you leave like a little like a lipstick stain, but I noticed that it doesn't smudge on me. It doesn't move around the face, you know, it just stays put, but it's still like creamy and smooth, and it's not drying at all, which is like really a problem for me. I hate drying lip products. So the matte, you know, the whole matte lip trend is like, or the matte liquid lipstick trend is like I'm not a huge fan, because I just hate that dry feeling. But this, if you're like me and you hate that dry feeling, then this is definitely a product for you to try out. And I mean, how could you not order 3 or 4? They're like $6 each. These are cheaper than a lot of drugstore lip products, so happy with this. Oh, also, if you're interested in seeing like a swatch video where I apply and swatch all of these products on my lips for you guys, let me know in the comments down below if you want to see all of the colors I got and what they look like on, but let me know about that. So moving on to some non-makeup favorites, I've got 2 fashion favorites for you. So my first fashion favorite is this little Kate Spade envelope bag. I'm not quite 100% positive on the name, but I will link it down below if I can find it. So this bag is just precious. So you open it up, it's got this nice flap, and it's got some little card slots on the inside, and it's got this beautiful polka dot print pattern. But why I've been so in love with this bag is it's totally just a minimalist bag. Like, I can throw my iPhone 6, the 6S does fit in this bag, but I don't have the 6S, or wait, no, that's not what I'm saying. The 6 Plus does fit in this bag too, but I don't. I have the smaller version. And so it fits perfectly with like a lipstick or credit cards or some cash, you know, an ID, anything you really truly need, your keys. Everything fits in this bag perfectly. Like sunglasses, you know, just keep on your head. But it's been such like an easy bag to just throw on with all your essentials and go. Whether you're going out at night and you want something little, or whether you just don't feel like lugging something around all day, I've been totally loving it. And blush, this whole blush trend this season, I've been so embracing. I have like all of these new little fashion blush pieces. Like I have this pair of shorts and these pants and a few shirts. So this has been like totally just so much fun to wear, because I'm not a huge like trendy bag girl, but this has definitely been such an amazing like piece in my wardrobe that I've gotten so much wear out of, and it's just so cute and the color's perfect. But I'll link it down below so you can still get your hands on it, because I did get it during the Christmas season, but totally love this. So my other fashion favorites are these shoes. These are from Steve Madden, and I don't think they have a name. I can link the name down below, but they're these, obviously you can see I've gotten a lot of wear out of them, so I definitely need a little bit of a clean, but they're these kind of nude suede strappy sandals. And they've got this big chunky heel, which makes them so comfortable, and the suede is really flexible and stretchy, so they're my most comfortable shoes I own. I'm including flats, I'm including everything other than some like really broken in brown booties. These are like foot love. They're so amazingly comfortable. I wear them all the time, and the neutral color, like this creamy neutral, really goes with everything. So been totally loving and embracing these, and they're so much fun. They're kind of pulling into the whole like strappy foot sandal trend, which is really fun and cute, but they're also, you know, they're not super classic or anything, but I can definitely see myself getting a lot of wear out of these for a long time, and they've held up so well. But I've been so in love with these. I've got 2 more favorites for you guys. The first one is this book. Again, I'm a little late to jump on the bandwagon. I read this over this last month, and it was such an incredible book. I don't know why, it's just like her writing style. So this is a book I'll give you background. Written by Garance Doré, and she is a French beauty blogger, well, fashion blogger, not a beauty blogger. She's a French fashion blogger, and it covers like her whole life story and like how she got interested in the industry and how she became a blogger, and it gives you all of these wonderful tips and tricks with these beautiful illustrations, and her writing style is so like approachable, if you know what I mean. It's like, it's almost like you're talking to a best friend, and I whizzed through this book in like 4 days, and it gives you makeup tips, it gives you fashion tips, hair tips, like there's a smoky eyes section if you're interested. You know, it talks about her journey as a blogger. It talks about, you know, like her journey through her, you know, her early 20s and mid 20s and her like 30s and into her 40s. You know, it talks about her whole life and how each period of her life, like how it influenced her in different ways, and how she, you know, made it through each period and found her dream career, you know. And it's just, it was so inspiring, and it really made me want to get to know her, you know, in person. Obviously, you know, these books always do, but I don't know, I just highly recommend this. I actually loved it so much that for my friend's birthday I bought her a copy, and then for Mother's Day I bought my mother a copy of this too. But I've just been absolutely just thrilled at this book, so highly recommend this. So my last favorite is a TV show favorite. So this is probably pretty standard and pretty basic, but I've been so obsessed with Game of Thrones. I just feel like this season they've like hit on the nail. There's a few little boring pieces like last season that was just like little bumps you had to get through, but this season they've been rocking. I feel like, I'm not going to give anything away just in case you're not caught up, or just in case, you know, you don't watch this show, but it's just like there's so much drama and there's so many like twisting storylines that all, you know, it's so satisfying when you get to a point and it relates to something, you finally like put the pieces together of that storyline, and it's like everything comes together and it meshes like this like perfect puzzle. And it's so much fun to just like see the like weaving stories of all of these characters' lives and how they interact and how they affect other people. And I don't know, it's just I found the acting is really great, and the storyline is so in-depth, and it makes me kind of want to read the books, but I don't know, I've just been like obsessed with it recently. So if you are not a Game of Thrones fan, come on, just check it out. It's such a good show. So been totally loving that. Makes my Sunday nights. I swear, I'm watching the show, and as it ends, I'm like getting so sad because it's ending and I have to wait a whole other week to watch the next one. But I've been so in love with that show. But alright, so that's the end of this favorites video. And if you like these favorites videos and you want to see more from me in the upcoming months, please leave me a comment down below to let me know, or you can give this video a thumbs up, whatever's easiest for you guys. Also, if you want to see more content from me, you can subscribe down below as well. I upload twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so look for those videos as well. And if you want to see even more content from me, you can check out my blog, allagray.com. That link is down below, along with all my social media links if you want to follow me there if you're interested. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope you have a good one. So, bye!